right, we back in it. I'm your host, Conrad. This is Mike Check Sports. My girl, London B, is not in. My boy, Tone, is always lurking in the background.
Yes, sir.
And that's how we do. So we in here with the owner and CFO of Georgia Bombers. What's going on? Daryl, Wes, Carlos Button.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I know you Carlos.
Yeah.
I want to say Wes.
You know,
you see what I'm
it
saying?
was that.
That's the OG name.
That's the OG name.
Mama got married and stuff.
Yeah. I want to make sure you shake your hand.
Yeah.
I want to say Wes because you know I know you, and I'm like I know you from Daryl.
It was Wes.
Yeah, it was Wes. All right,
Yeah.
I got you. Well, okay, Georgia Bombers.
Yes, sir.
Basketball, men's basketball league or team. You know what I'm saying? Program. So man, how long have you actually owned the team?
Since 2019.
Since 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, through 2019 you started the Georgia Bombers, and how has everything been progressing so far?
You know, it was kind of hard getting started, and I think like the first, I would say like first year and a half, it was hard, but now it's starting to get easy. You know, when you first start, you got to buy stuff. You know, so you don't have balls, you don't have uniforms, and then players, you don't have guys that's really your guys.
Yeah.
And once that started happening about a year and a half in, it started feeling like, okay, we got it. You know, but it's you know we steadily evolving, but we have a core group now.
Okay. So it's a men's basketball that you playing right now, adults. So it had to be what, 18, 19?
Yeah,
18.
So they could be fresh out of high school.
Yeah, high school be fine.
Okay, so like we was talking earlier, you consider yourself a semi-pro program, or you consider yourself a pro program?
I consider us to be a pro program.
Okay, and I mean, why do you consider yourself to be pro?
Because what we provide for the players and stuff, I'm not going to say it's always something financial, but we got you on U.S. Basket. If you look on U.S. Basket, our league is on U.S. Basket with the NBA and everybody else, and that allows you to be recruited to go overseas if you desire that. So we're professional. With the things that we do, you wouldn't be able to do it for yourself. Recordings, travel. You know, we don't play in Memphis. You know, it's professional. And if you look at the caliber of teams we play, not gonna say everybody's great. Just like you look at the NBA, some teams are dogs. It's a sorry team. But if you look at the teams we play, man, I really like when people get done seeing this, look at YouTube and see like when we played Queen City Purple Jackets and Lamb Jaguar, the Jaguars.
One of them guys just got signed to the Thunder, I believe.
But they have progressed into the TBL. And that's like the next level on the G League. Yeah. And we duked it out with them. Almost got them. You know what I'm saying? Lost by 9. But so we're professional.
Okay. So the team that you played is with TBL now?
No, it's called TBL. They moved on to the TBL. I don't know if y'all remember last year when they was calling everybody up. I think his last name is Sword. And he got called up to play for the Wizards. He came from that team. Yeah. And like so when we was playing him, he was actually playing like the 4, but he really like a 2, 3. But for them he played the 4.
For that league.
Yeah, he dunked on us like I don't know what to tell you. He good. He good. I ain't even going front. You know how we do because we play a little ball. Hey, man, he suck. This dude, he good.
He really can play.
Yeah, he can
you
play.
Seen the evidence.
Yeah,
in the air.
Yeah. He had the body. You know, I think he was like second team all SEC. You know, so that's what I'm saying. You can't say it's like minor or semi. It's professional. You playing against guys. The guys come from overseas and play on these teams. Yeah. You know, and every team is not a paid team. Some guys do pay. Some people pay for like they'll make sure all your expenses is paid, or they'll do like say you had the high. That owner, that coach, he'll give you something off to the side. Hey, look, man. You scored 30 points, they give them $200, $100, something like that. Because sometimes you just can't. It's a business, so you got 2 people sitting in the stands. I don't know how you go out there and give everybody $200, $500. You know, I don't know how you do that. But The facility is paid for. We paid for the taping. We put you on the platform to do whatever you want. But our goal is for you to stay with us.
And you're insured the whole time.
You insured, everything has to be
Because other guys
done.
got regular jobs, so they come and play with us. We want to make sure twist the ankle, bump a knee.
got
You
you.
still taken care of.
We got you.
You ain't gonna miss. Your bills still gonna be able to get paid.
Oh, okay. So what's the league that y'all in right
Now we were in the league. You
told me. You told
like
me.
You acting like me now. You acting like me. We were in the TTBL last year. We made it to the Elite Eight. And well, let me tell y'all this. We started off. We went into the NABL, and it's like they never could get themselves together. I like Calvin and all of them, but they never get together. So I was talking with Jesse Fleming, who everybody know, and he said, try the ABA. He said, I'm in the ABA with the girls, because his girls team plays ABA. So we went out there and we did it, and then the ABA was fine. But like I say, on our level, you gotta remember the guy Joe Blow owned that team, so he may not be professional. So he might not show up to a game. He might not do what he's supposed to do. So and that stuff started really rubbing me the wrong way. So I like, man, you got 250 teams, but in my opinion, when you have something like that, you want to be able to touch them. So, like you go to church and you want to talk to the pastor, but it's 1,000 members there. Everybody can't go talk to the pastor, so you might be a little too big, for my taste. So the league got 250 people. You can't touch every owner and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You're just trying to keep it afloat, and that's why I felt about the ABA. So we kind of like cut ties like in the middle of the season. Then we went TTBL because that was a league that branched off from it, and it was okay.
It was a newer league, so they were still going through the pitfalls, getting everything going.
It was okay.
But it wasn't bad. But in a few years they'll be right. But
they'll be right in a few years. We have no problem. We had a couple guys make All-Star. I coached the All-Star team. And so, but as a league we tried to get into where we were in. Then COVID hit in 2019. So we finally, and I really love. I cannot say his name correctly. It's Amar Brown because he got a hard name. We black people sometimes we got these names nobody can say or spell. But he's like a dude. If any of you guys talk to him, you're gonna like him. He's one of them guys. I talked to this man like we've been knowing each other, and even though we didn't proceed with him, we stayed cool. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go and finish what we started. We're gonna go play in their league, and that's where we're gonna stay. I know my co-owner tired of trying to find a place for us, and I believe that's the place for us. My wife tired of hearing me talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the place for us. The NBA, Maximum Basketball League. They used to be the Midwest Basketball League, but now they call it Maximum Basketball League for the last 3 years. That's what they've been called. They got some good teams in the Chicago Legends. A couple of some teams in Texas. They got what's it called? Music City Kings out of Memphis. Hub City Cyclones, and this year Savannah Cavaliers supposed to come back. See, a lot of people don't even remember Savannah Cavaliers have been around for a while too. And
I didn't know they were still around.
They were still around, but
when we first started, it was like one of our first games.
Yeah, first game. But this stuff hard when you if you don't got like some of those people, some people get good sponsorship in the beginning. And you able to do it, and some people just really good with that aspect of it. And that's something that me and Carlos working on now. But when you don't have a sponsorship and you know the way the economy is now, I really don't blame him for taking a couple of years off. But he been always itching to go back. They're always a quality team. They're always going to look good. And if he say he coming, he coming. So. And it'd be fun to be playing them, be able to go right there, maybe get a little rivalry going on. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe good for our area.
For the area, yeah. You said you helped with the All-Star team.
I coached All-Star team.
Yeah. How was that experience?
Man, that was cool. You know how many times when we were growing up and trying to coach, and this is how the rec go. And so you be the best coach and they give it to somebody else older. And that happened to me all my life. And then when I was at the high school, I left just when I was getting the recognition when they was going to give me an All-Star team. So it felt like, man, everything finally happened. I finally coached the All-Star team. We got drugged now. Yeah. We got drugged.
Was you coaching too? Or
Nah, I was in the stands.
Talking trash.
You a real CFO.
Talking trash.
You a real CFO.
Talking trash. Talking trash.
I read the paperwork, Dr. Ash across the TV.
Yeah. He try to be boss.
But to his credit, most of his players for his side didn't come.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So they had to kind of like, you know.
80% of the players on the team was already on the same team anyway.
Yeah.
So they already knew what it was.
Man,
like they had chemistry. Like y'all play together.
They know each other. They like TTBL is bigger. Like Virginia, right there, Virginia,
Maryland,
Virginia, Maryland. So those dudes know each other. So even though they on different teams, different areas, man, they were so happy playing together, man. But it was some, and you know, they had some dudes. You'd be surprised of a guy that ain't overseas or probably played some college, and he's sitting around here and he plays for one of our small pro teams, and he's really good. You be trying to think, why is he here? You know what I'm saying? He had all the measurements, 6'6", 6'7". You know them dudes that be dribbling real slow and they kind of get that little scoop to him. He about to try to dunk on you. Man, they had a couple of them. They had a really good guard talking trash. They had fun beating us.
And everybody was shooting.
But I don't care. I coached the All-Star team. I got one more thing on my resume that made me feel pretty good.
Yeah, I know that had to have been a cool experience, man. Because I remember when you started, you know, with this pro basketball team. I remember when you started. Actually, you was doing the football, and then you did.
See. A lot of people don't know that.
That name has been several things over the years.
Man, don't talk about it.
We're like, we did basketball our whole life. Let's try something different. So people try to do football.
Yeah.
It worked for a little while, and then I don't know.
But you know, we didn't do that really for us though.
Yeah, I know.
It was guys that, you know, they didn't want to play for the Hurricanes, they want to play. They want their own team. So we called ourselves helping them out. Yeah. But in the end, you know, you get so deep into it and you trying to win. Man, ain't nobody never heard me say I coach football. I ended up coaching football. I started learning football. You know, and then like football to me might be more difficult than basketball because you learn one part of it. The running back got to go through this hole, but he supposed to block like this. He supposed to hit this guy, then go to the next guy. Man, I ain't know that. So, but I had to learn. Oh man, this zone blocking. Everybody can move. Like, man, please. They still beating us up, getting in there, and knocking us out. But we actually played in the championship game. Yeah. You know, the Georgia Bombers football, and that next year, me and Carlos just had enough of it.
Especially when it's a sport you had to do so much learning on the fly.
Yeah, man, it wasn't fun no more. It wasn't fun.
So how long has the MBL? How long has that league been around?
Since that name 2019, but they went on before that as a Midwest basketball league. You can pull up either one of them and that'll show up the Midwest. Yeah. So Amara said he got it from another guy. He bought it. See, that's the thing people don't realize too. You know, when you own one of these small pro teams, people sell them for good money. So the guy sold his league to him, and he bought the league, and now he's been running it at maximum since 2019. But I think they probably lived on before that for about 4 or 5 years. You know, and some of the teams still floating around. You know.
So what usually is like for a small pro team or organization? What is usually like the goal for your organization? Like, what other than winning basketball games?
It depends. Well, we talk to our players to see what they want to get out of it. Some guys just want to be on the team to be a part of something and do something. Some guys are actually trying to get seen to go overseas. So it really depends on what each player says, and we try to make that happen for them.
Okay.
But I kind of changed from it right now, and I think he arrived there before me. I kind of want the guys to stay with us. You know, I want to provide good entertainment locally for somebody can come out on a Saturday, bring their kids, come watch our guys play. You know, get a nice hot dog that my wife them cooked up for you, good thing of nachos. We gonna have popcorn this year. We gonna have all that. You come eat some popcorn, watch a guy shoot a couple of threes, and we got some guys that can really shoot the ball. Maybe send one down for you, and go back home. Ain't nobody cussing nobody out. You didn't have to stand in a long line. you can if you can't get to me, you can get to my co-owner. He can tell you what's going on, what our next game is. That's what I want. I want people to say, well, look, hey Daryl, when y'all season start? October. Man, I want to catch a couple of games. I want to be able to say, look, man, I'm gonna give you season tickets. You can come to all our games. I have watched the model of the Savannah Bananas. I really want to catch that guy. If I ever see him somewhere, he gonna get an earful. If he ain't never talked to a black man before, he gonna talk to one that day because he has it figured out. They always sell out.
Yeah, they do.
And so I've been watching his model, and if you look at it, it's a guy from Hinesville playing on that team sometimes. It's local guys on that team.
There's a couple guys from here who play.
And it's good entertainment. And we got some things to talk about before our season kicks off this year. But we're gonna provide that. We're gonna do the best we can. We can't go to his level yet, but we can provide good entertainment and have people there sit down, have a good time in a good environment, a safe place. Then go back home and say, man, I really like our team. We want to be your team, Georgia Bomb.
That's the same dude from when they was saying that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He came along with the name.
He came along with the name, because I think they had the seller saying that to something happened, how it happened. But they have, man, he on the ESPN app. Now, to me, he next level. And a lot of people don't like it sometimes, because some people purists with baseball, even with basketball, I don't like all the gadgets and 4-point shots and all that stuff, but he put on a good show. And that's what we were learning. We had to get to the place where we start worrying about, man, we had to play this game. The referees cost this much. This cost this much. We got to make it through this game. So now we have to, like I said, we're finally woos on and saying, look, now let's put on a good show. Let them come to our game. Let's do something at halftime. Let's do this, because we have to finally get over that. Because because the referees cost this much, they're not gonna call a men's game for $50. You know what I'm saying? They're just not gonna do that, because what the men gonna do to them gonna make them want to slap them. All that crazy talking and going on. So and then that's what our dream is, and that's what our hope is, and I'm enjoying myself now, and because I love the recruiting part, I love trying to get players to come in, but I also learned sometimes it's good to get those, like when we was with the local country storm, we got what they gave us. If it wasn't a great player, we got that player and we worked for what we had, and that's what Ernie walked up. Well, if you can't put the team together every week, you can't be no coach. So so we want to put together we got a good solid group. I'm telling you, I think if you ever come out there, I would love for Mike Up to come out there, sit out there, put your banner up, you know what I'm saying, and do the game. And I'm telling you, it's a couple of guys you're going to really like to see. We got a guy from Waycross, Malik Hollis. Malik's about the fastest dude you ever seen in your life, but he about this tall. And so he played for Bruton Park College, but now he's with us. We have a young guy from McIntosh, Darian Moore from McIntosh. He's, I think, Darian 19 now.
Yeah, he's the one that came straight out of high school.
Straight out of high school. He has
shown tremendous growth.
Playing with grown men now. He from high school, pick up ball. I don't really know how much basketball he played in high school. You know how just because you're good don't mean you get on the team. And but I saw him in the gym. We had open gym at Faith Baptist. Want to give a good shout out to them because they've helped with our dreams. Faith Baptist, they some of the best people. We actually joined the church over there because they just good people to me. And he showed out in there. So I said, the growth is starting to happen. I said, man, and they was always saying, Daryl, give him a chance. You like, man, I wanted to be able to do this. And then I started looking back. They saw something I didn't see. I knew he was good, but I should have gave him more time because I saw it. He said, man, I've been working on my game. I said, okay, so we good then. Him, Malik, and we got another guy coming in, Michael Flynn. I think y'all gonna like to see him get off the floor, shoot the ball really well. Very athletic. Rico's coming back. Rico Jones, he runs a barbershop also. That's the part about being small pro, 37 years old, still want to hoop. About 6'5", I don't know, about 260, 270. He a big man now.
He grown now.
He a grown man. And he the veteran on the team. We got Roman Button coming back. My nephew played for MCA, WCOT Player of the Week. He's older now, but I looked at him a couple times in the gym. He's starting to look like old Roman. So I really feel like we're moving in the right direction. And Bruce Allen was an all-star, best shot blocker you ever see. Only 6'4", but he's a great shot blocker. William Cecil, this is a scrappy dude you don't want to play against. You know what I'm saying? He look a little dingy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's my guy.
But
I always
he on you, though.
I always talk like that. I
He's
told
annoying.
him.
He's very annoying.
Yeah,
when he's inside.
yeah.
And he gonna talk to you the whole game.
Whole time he
The
putting his
whole time.
dreads on. He doing
The whole
all.
time.
He's an aggravating joke. He one of them dudes who you almost had to fight him growing
Little
up.
Pat Beverly.
Yeah, he aggravating.
Man,
bro.
I say he more little Dennis, bro.
Yeah, little because
He's real aggravating. I'm telling you.
and he man, like if people came to the game and saw us when we played Atlanta Storm and saw the work he put in at the end of that game, rebounding and diving on the floor, the stuff that wins games, and you would have fell in love with Georgia Bombers right then, because that's what you're going to get. Is some guys that flew under the radar for whatever reason. They with us, you know, they played a little college. Some of them didn't get to that level, but they with us and they play professional ball. They get to go to All-Star games. You know, if they choose to want to go overseas, because like I know, it's different levels to that.
Yeah.
So it's you can get in there, but then the thing about it is, you can't get to the high level unless you play some D1. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you like this Joe Blow play a little college, you might end up in a small one. But if that's what you want,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You can settle for it.
Yeah, but just come play with us and make us big. Then we can give you something.
Yeah, I mean, some of you guys do need to stay stateside, and if they playing overseas, and when you come home, you know, it give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, to play because it's at a different time. You said October. You know, the guys, a lot of them guys overseas, they had a little bit of a different time frame.
They sometimes you'll see them in some leagues. They'll come back and they might be with their team for a couple of games, and they might look different. And then, like as the season progresses, when they get close to playoff, they may not be there no more. So you might beat them then, but when they was there, they was giving you the business.
Yeah, it was hurting you then.
Yeah, it fluctuates.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Are you guys attractive fans? Like, what kind of crowds are you attracted to?
We had. I'm gonna be real. Like in the first beginning, it did really well. We had some more local guys on there, and no front on that. But every now and then it's really good, you know. But good for us is different. Like if I saw 50 people up there, to me that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that 50 gonna pay to get in, and they gonna go to the Texas game. If we ever get 100 in there, I might stop coaching the game. I might just stop. Hey yo, you got some hot dogs up here? Hey, put a sausage dog in. Like Ernie said, change all the price. Everything $10 up here.
So how does your draw compare to other teams you face when you go to their home gym?
It's about the same.
It's about the same everywhere.
About the same. Only ones I see do real well, and that stuff we got to branch off. They bring in like kids groups, and they have the girls dance. So you bring the child, the mama got to come too, daddy got to come, and so they look a little different. We've been to some. Like the All-Star game was pretty packed. When we played in Atlanta, it was more packed when they came to us.
If it's like a tournament style, then you can be a crowd. But if it's just a regular season game,
it's hard.
It's a toss up.
It's hard.
You might have 20 people,
But see,
you might have 7. You never really know.
And that's not all. And that's the part. That's the part we say we want the guys that want to be our guys. If you notice, like in our contract, we say if you sell tickets, you know, like say you sell 10 tickets, we give you back a portion of that.
Okay.
So what we want you to do, you sell a ticket, you're gonna get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? But when them people coming like that helps us get it. They need to see the product. Then you next time you won't have to sell a ticket to them. They might come buy straight out up front. So we want the guys kind of help us in that aspect of it. You know, putting the flyer out there is one thing, and put the schedule out is one thing. But if the guys go, hey man, come see our game.
Promote your squad.
But you know, and that's the stuff. You know, you don't see LeBron say, man, don't come to my game. He promotes the NBA. He sticks with that. He's with his team, Los Angeles Lakers. You know, you ain't hear Jordan when he was playing for the Bulls. Oh, hey, let's go to the Hornets game. No, he said, hey, look, I'm a Chicago Bull. He even though he probably hated those guys in the office, he promoted his team. And we want guys to promote your team. We promoting you when we put you out there, and we post you on Facebook. This year we're gonna start making sure we put in like, okay, Bruce Allen had 4 blocks. 12 points and 9 rebounds in this game. I'm gonna make sure I start typing that in on US Basket, you know, so he can get some more looks, because he's getting a little older and he might want a chance to do it. I don't really think so, but he might want to at least go over there and experience it.
Okay.
We gonna do that for you, so why you can't say, hey, come see me play. But see, he one of the ones that does. His family comes. So.
The NBA is a whole machine by itself. It's right now. It's 75 years in, and we talking about Jordan in his heyday. 50 years in.
Yeah.
So you guys are still in your infancy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Trying to draw. Cause you have to draw to make the money. Like
Yes,
you said
sir. Yes,
in the beginning, this is a business.
Yes, sir.
And y'all presenting the product. Yeah, they have to create the demand.
Yeah.
Is that like the hardest part of this?
Yes. It is.
Because if you're gonna attract players and try to keep them, like right now, like I said, y'all in your infancy. Right now, you're a stepping stone because there are other leagues that are watching your players that are eager to sign them if they can play.
If they could.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happening.
They've called.
It's happening.
Check it.
They called.
Okay,
People
right.
called.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Tell me about this guy.
You helping young people who didn't have a lane.
Yeah.
I told y'all.
Yeah.
Do not disturb. Well, anyway, but like I said, that's probably the hardest part.
Yes, it is.
The draw.
Yeah.
You don't have any TV. Now what the league TTBL is the triple threat league.
Yes, sir.
And they're being streamed. Are all these other leagues being streamed? The games?
Yeah, but you know, some of the leagues have a lot of them have their own streaming base. A lot of them have it, but you know, a lot of times was it 1891? I think it's called 1891. They'll come in and they'll record for you. The NBA uses this thing called rainwater. The guy entertainment, he'll come in, he'll record you, and he'll put you out there. But I kind of like 1891. And I forgot to mention my boy Maven. Say his real name for me. You gonna act like me today? I don't got a brain for it. But oh man,
Main Event Sports.
But what's his real name? Jermaine.
He records.
He records and he'll put you out there. He's really good. I think y'all probably need to talk because he's that good to me.
Yeah, you see our games on YouTube.
He was upstairs. He came downstairs, showed a baseline view. He had the cameras up top showing the top view. You could see it from above. Then he came down. You know, only thing I say he got to start rooting for us when he come down. 'Cause I can hear him talking. Man, so he a little loud.
It's the home team, so he can be a little biased.
He'll put us out there. He'll put us out there like that. But all of them have their own little streaming thing. I think ABA is the only one got it. It's called JUCO or something like that. And they got they'll make you pay. Oh, and the TTBL did it for a little while. They make you pay to see it. You know what I'm saying? They give you like a $5 fee or whatever.
You can log in.
Yeah, log in.
Yeah. You can log in and watch a specific team or the entire.
You can watch that specific team, or that game. You want that game, you can log in and you have to pay the fee and you have to get to watch that game.
Okay.
At first they had it free, so we could get on the ABA site and just watch all the games.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we started seeing Jesse and his team. But now you got to pay. You know?
How much are your tickets normally?
We right around. We tried a couple different ways. We did $10 and we did $7.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him hadn't talked yet. How we
gonna do it this year, but it's gonna be between that range.
Like 10 and 7, something like that.
Some days we have like the fan appreciation, but we only charge like $5.
Something like that. We did that. Try to get a draw. I mean, like I said, it was all right. But you know, a lot of times too, players like I was trying to get the players to buy into that side of it. But the players, a lot of time, a player don't care. He just want to play.
Right.
So he ain't think about, hey man, coach them need you to bring somebody so they can buy something. So I can keep providing for them, right. So we won't have to go. My wife don't like seeing me go pull my money out of my pocket.
Right.
So,
you guys have a social media presence?
Yes, sir. We on what's
Instagram, Facebook.
Do you get a lot of engagement?
It's starting to. I think we didn't do enough on Instagram, but now I notice people starting to grab hold to us. Facebook is did okay for us, but you know, we got our haters. You know,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you use any other mediums to promote yourself? Like TV, commercials, like a late night?
That's what I'm talking to you about, man. I want to get that commercial. And I told him about it, but that's me. Yeah, I gotta slow down and get you the information. Okay. You need to be in it, because you need to walk across the stands.
I'll be extra walking in the background.
Yeah, we need to do that. We have some really good highlights, and I think it'll work out good for us.
Okay.
I think it'll work out good for us.
Now, how's the league promoting itself?
The league itself, they got us on Facebook. They have a website.
Mm-hmm.
and then he's a part of a lot of different things. You know, he got good.
The owner of the league.
Yeah. That World Cup, they a part of that World Cup where you can go overseas and play ball for that. It's a big tournament. You know, he do really well with that. Okay. Like last year, the championships was in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does pretty good. Like, and this year we be in Miami.
The league championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Where is the division championships for you guys? The region you guys play in? Where do they normally have the championships?
It's gonna be a little different now because like it usually would be toward the north, but now that we're in Savannah Cavaliers, and I think we got a meeting next week, and we're gonna discuss it and see what we can find like a meeting place so everybody don't have to travel like that. Because you know, like that's the other part that costs you. You know, you don't want to. I'm going to play Conrad's team. You know, Conrad got all them players and everybody home. They at home, so everybody gonna be at the game. You know, when you travel, you might got 8 guys. You know, so you might got 7. You know what I'm saying? But because the dude might have to work, couldn't get off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure it's in a good spot where they can travel. They might can drive up and run back to work because that's what I do. Like, I know we'll have a game on Saturday. I go coach the game. Next morning, I'm gonna put up soda. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know they're doing the same thing, and I appreciate them doing that for us. You know, they come in and play, go right out and work. Or guys, hey, look, man, they called me in. I think a couple times, Pluck had to tell us at the last minute he thought he was gonna be able to come, and hey, man, they called me in. So
the Cavaliers are coming back into the fold.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So then Savannah's gonna have 2 teams.
Yeah, they got to have the Hurricanes and the Cavaliers.
And the Cavaliers.
Yeah, but the Cavaliers actually have play the game though.
Okay.
Yeah, Hurricanes ain't played the game yet.
Oh, Hurricanes haven't played the game yet.
Yeah, just the thing. When you first start off, like I said earlier, you know, I want to get into the ECBL. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
No. What
They the East Coast Basketball League.
Okay.
Primetime players always be in the what that thing is that term.
The TBT.
TBT.
Primetime players. That's the one of the premier teams in that league.
Cool.
They always play in that $1 million tournament. And he had like Devin. He had Book on his team. He had a stacked team. I wanted to get into that league at first because I did a lot of research on them. I didn't get into the league because he got like a screening process, and in the screening process, he taught me something. He said, "Look, what he was basically trying to tell me is, we won't mind letting you in, but your team ain't really established. So why bring you in and you have to fold or something like that? Right. You know, because then, like I said in the beginning, you had to buy so much stuff. You had to get uniforms. You had to get ball. Getting the guy to put the uniform on ain't that hard. And then
you gotta find your core.
Then you gotta find
you guys gonna be there every. That's solid
and
4 or 5
gym time
because
none of us own a gym, so we got to go a place where we can get gym time. So he was basically, and I had a hookup then because we was gonna be at the Y, but the Y changed management. But he taught me so until you really establish your team, you know, they say these are my core guys. We got like 8 guys that we know with us. So till you can say that, it's hard to say you have a team. You know what I'm saying? You like you said, you building, and that's the part I know is gonna aggravate him. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to get past that part. The only thing good about TTBL is if you run into a hard time and guys leave you, they'll allow you to bring some more guys in. You know, but everybody don't allow you that. Yeah. Like I think in the NBL at a certain point, you can't add nobody.
Can't add nobody.
Injury reserve.
Yeah, he gave
all people from the 20 league, the G League.
Yeah,
right?
so what they did, he gave us 20 people. You could have 20 men on your roster.
Okay.
So what we got to do is hope the guys that don't never play don't get mad and quit. And so we said, look, man, so-and-so ain't playing today, we need you to play. You know, a lot of times the young guys are like, yeah, I play. You know, because they want the time.
Take, right.
Yeah, so, but that's the part. That's the part. You know, when anybody that want to do it, you got to understand that part.
Right.
If you don't understand that part, you ever notice you see Savannah Storm, big turnout. Next thing you know, next year you look, they not there.
Right.
Savannah Trojans, they not there. You know what I'm saying? And I wish him the best, but I'm telling you, I want him to think about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the tough part. Green and Savannah Cavaliers, he got guys that won't play for nobody else, even though they was down. because they with him.
You with him.
Yeah,
right?
so and they don't care what you say.
Right.
They with him. Didn't we try?
Yeah.
I'm with him.
Nah,
They-
whenever he comes,
So
he gonna
you
be ready.
said, I'm sorry.
Hold on,
You said the bananas, they sell out.
Sell
They
out.
have a good draw. So just as an observer, what do you see? Like what are they doing?
he got a lot of fan involvement. Even from when the guy, he'd be on the field, and they'd be throwing bananas, and he'd catch it inside his it look like a rain suit. He'd catch it in his rain suit.
Like a mascot or just somebody?
I don't even know if he a mascot. He don't have no uniform.
He's
like,
somebody that
he's a
does
goofy
that.
guy. Yeah,
Right.
and he catches.
Right.
They have the catcher, the umpire be twerking and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He just
So it's gimmicky.
He gimmicky.
It's a fan involved.
Yeah, fan. Then they got some grandmas. They come out there and they do a little dance. You know what I'm saying? But
Banana grain.
big banana grains. They come out. They do a little dance.
Okay.
He to me. That's what really is. It's weird stuff. I know we couldn't do all of that, but I think we could take note. I worked at Walmart for 20 years, and Sam Walton says steal shamelessly. So
Right.
whatever somebody else is doing, and it's something that you can do, take it.
Right.
So when we was learning the inventory process to make stuff flow in and out properly, we took it from Target. So if I can go look at something
Right,
that somebody else is doing, and I can figure out how they got it going on, and if I can have a conversation with them, hey, look, teach me.
Have you reached out?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So,
when you
not
see
to-
me again, I'll probably gonna talk to him.
Not to bring race into this equation, but baseball. So how are they comprised race wise, the team?
They got some black guys on the team.
So they're pretty much mixed. Now what about the league?
It's some teams that got good. It's like diverse.
Is that versus too?
It's one team that has a woman on it.
Oh really?
The Memphis Music City Kings has a girl. I haven't seen her play, but I've seen her suit up.
Wow.
Okay. It's diverse. Like even us, when we first started off, it was all black guys. Then we got John, and we had Brad. So we have had some white guys on the team. We don't care.
Well, you can hoop.
Well, you can hoop.
As long as you hoop.
Yeah,
And
we
you
don't.
communicate.
We really don't
work with
care. I prefer it that way. I prefer it to be out, but the only thing it is, respects where he comes from. He shouldn't have to act different because he come around us. Let him be himself. And John is a goofball white guy. You know what I'm saying? Funny guy, 6'6", can shoot the three, and he'll dunk on you. He's just a goofy guy, but he's a really good, real respectful. Brad was a little more hood. He fit with the black guys a little bit better, but even John, you hear him say some slang. You know what I'm saying? And nobody ever mess with him. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be diverse. I don't care about it. I don't see color. You know what I'm saying?
How long are your events normally?
The event?
The basketball games. How long
It's
are
going to
they
take at
normally?
least 2 hours.
About 2 hours. Have you ever introduced any kind of other entertainment at halftime or
We that's what we
during timeouts?
It's some things we want to do, and like I said, we was always worried about completing the game. We forgot about the piece. What you're saying.
Right,
so
right.
this year we're gonna try our best to organize ourselves. Every game is gonna be some type of entertainment. There's some other things that we talking about. I think my wife on the fence about it, but I really want to do it. Teams have dances. Yeah. So that's my next step into it. We're gonna get some Georgia bombshells and.
Yeah, she gonna be on the fence, but
Yeah, they're gonna be on fence. Because I really.
I didn't call that myself.
Yeah. But that's what we want to move that direction, and I also want to get the bands from each school, like even if it's not they band that be on the field all the time, maybe the band that's building, come play the game and play all that time. And I started reaching out to some of the AU teams last year, like Skills. Hey man, as long as they put their jersey on, they can get into the game for free. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody watching this next year, any kid that played for Rec or AAU team, you come in with your jersey on, we gonna let you in for free.
Now, I'm gonna give you an idea with the bombshells though. If your wife on the fence about it, get you some junior bombshells.
Yeah, but you gonna get mad because the mama gonna come. But
That's bringing parents in, supporting the kids.
I'm with it. I just know something has to happen because, they do. I'm not sure about the rule yet with this league, but other leagues we had, they had media timeout. In the media timeout, that's an opportunity for you to see the Laker girls get up and do something. When I went to the Orlando Magic game, anytime when everything wasn't moving on that court, sometimes even one thing was moving, they dancing in the stand. We have to do something, you know, get the crowd. And then ladies, to me, in my opinion, ladies will help bring people.
Yeah,
they'll help bring them. They'll tell, hey man, come watch us play. You know, and so I want to involve that this year, and I know we're gonna be able to pull it off. I know we'll be able to pull it off. All right, I got so many ideas. You know,
what's that movie with my man Ron Burgundy when he had the Anchorman, but when he was playing basketball,
semi-pro,
right?
So you know that's my guy now.
Yeah. So do you envision something as the semi-pro gimmick moves?
Yeah, we can pull it off.
Yeah, but we gonna do it. We gonna do it.
I mean, because when you look at it, he was really like the first model for the ABA because they were struggling.
That's what, and that's what it really is. Unless, like I said, some people like just to bring up the Central Jaguars from Alabama. BJ is really good about. He was a teacher, so it was easier for him to get into that other level and talk with people. So the people supported him, like the city supported him really well. So he didn't, and he already had helped another team, so he was able to see her era. So he knew what all to do. And I watched him do a lot of things that I know we're gonna have to do if we want. I don't even want to be in the TBL because that's a lot of money. And I mean, it's a lot of money because it's a different level, but a different level of commitment. You know, so we want to do the little things that we can to, like you said, get a good draw. And like I said, I really want them to come to the game and have a good time. Leave. I want to see people leaving happy. You know, not just because their son won, but man, you know, them Bombers know they always show out when we come here, and that's what. And I know my wife them got the concession stand going on. I know the kid at the door. You know, that's Carlos's wife, and Carlos is on the floor. Sometimes sister coaching, sometimes hollering, screaming for no reason, or just eating nachos for free. But we want them to have a good time. That's my biggest thing. And I want the guys to feel good. You know, this stuff, it gets so stressful sometimes. You'll win a game and go home feel like you lost. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, but Jesse told me this, though. Now, he did give me some good advice to Daryl. Sometimes you might come home with $25, you know. But he was serious. After you go, because people don't realize the stuff that goes in the strip. Oh, I got my only thing really blessed me. I got a lot of kids. Yeah. But my kids getting old. So but the only thing I love about them, they with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I had to pay the guy that was on the shot clock and the clock, you know, my sons, they run that stuff for me. I don't even got to walk over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My brother-in-law on the book. You know what I'm saying? So we a family-run organization. And man, I'm for real. Sometimes, man, in the middle of the games, us teasing each other. If people ever got that, if Mike Duck caught some of that stuff we be saying about each other, that stuff be the funny stuff. Like we talking about Roman, we talk about one another. That stuff be fun, man. But I want the, you know, Hinesville, Liberty County, because we got guys from Waycross, Brunswick, Savannah. Come out there and see it. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you will not leave dissatisfied. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say we're gonna win every game you come see.
But you're gonna enjoy the game.
You're gonna enjoy the game. We had some games, even when we lost, the score might look like we lost bad, but that, you know, in a pro game, a couple of threes, you down 12. Ask Jesse. Jesse went so crazy because we had Cam on our team last year, and he going crazy in the stand. He arguing with the referee, he arguing with players. You know what I'm saying? It was, man, some of them games get heated.
It's entertaining.
Is he talking about Jesse that played in the game?
Yeah.
So
they go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we covered the game. What was it, Saturday?
Yeah. The Legends.
Yeah. I saw you. I like you on Facebook. I like
you know, there were people that didn't play. It was mixed gender. There had men and women playing. And it turned out to be a great game. It was a competitive game. Yeah. And the crowd was happy. They were entertained. Well, so you guys have been in this league since 2019, right? You said?
We had teams.
You had a team in 2019. So you're not green. You dealt with COVID. We talked about all the obstacles that you're facing, trying to draw people. What's the motivation for an investor to come into this league and try to start a new team? If it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the motivation for that person?
Man, I think once you it get in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Once you own the team, and like it was at the end of the year, and I told Malik, he was All-Star. He said, "Man, I really appreciate y'all." He said, "Man, y'all treat me like a little brother." You know, he said, "Man, Cecil been telling me to come out here and play for y'all," and I was always hesitant. But man, I really appreciate y'all. When you hear a man say that to you, that keep you like, oh man, I can go another round.
We might be doing something good.
Yeah, then like
Right.
Ray, when COVID hit, the team kind of broke apart. But Ray Whipple and Bruce and John, hey coach, man, we still want to play. We still want to play. And I said, and it got my mind going again, because you'll get down, but it's like they part of you. Yeah, they become a part of you, and you will love it so much. And then put on the show and think about it. You're a Joe Blow that got a regular 9 to 5, and you own a professional team. You know, you can't beat that.
Right.
Just like I'm so proud of Conrad, man. We grew up together. This man, barbershop, mic'd up. This stuff I thought about, but I'll never do it now that he's doing it. This is awesome that y'all doing this.
Right, thanks.
So it get in your blood, man. And then when I looked at the first episode, I looked and said, okay, he got a little buzz. When I looked back down, I said, "Oh, Conrad." That's right. You know what I'm saying? But that to me, once you see people come back out there and tell you good things, you see the guys still come around. I've been with Ray now. We've been with Ray for 3 years now. Bruce for 3 years. You know, I know Bruce daddy. I know all Bruce sisters, and Bruce, you know what I'm saying. So we family. When you get a little tired, you think about those things, and then like I said, you're a Joe Blow that got a 9 to 5, and you're on a professional team. You own U.S. Basket, but all with the NBA and everybody else. You have the NBA. They have some of the leagues, FIBA. They have ABA, all them other leagues, OBA. You know what I'm saying? So many little leagues. You feel good about that. I guarantee you, once you do it, it gets in your blood. Don't worry about wins and losses. And I think you'll enjoy yourself. Just go out there, try to put on a good show.
Right. It's entertainment.
Yeah, that's all. That's what we're trying to provide.
Right.
And a platform for the guys to do what they've been doing all their lives. I wish somebody did this when we were young. Not just go play tournaments, but have a team and let all of us go play on the team. And I think Conrad would have been in good shape right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, because he would have still been trying to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Because when we grew up, though, it wasn't professional, but we used to go. I used to love to see Jesse play in play for OMI. Because OMI had a mid league. Yeah. We would go in there and watch Jesse drop 30. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff float around my mind. I seen that coming up. And them boys stuck together, and you would see them, man, he was for real bad when he was in school. You know what I'm saying? And Jesse dropped 30 talking trash with gold. I don't know why would you talk to Jesse, first of all, but them dudes would talk to him, and he'll drop 30 on them real quick. Willie would dunk or something, be big and strong. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, and then now I got that. I got me a guy. I got my trash talkers. I got my guys blocking shots. But now I got what I really like too. We got the fun guys out there. The guys, man, I'm so happy to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Well, Jesse, we say he's 52 now.
Man, he still can play.
4, I believe.
54.
He still can play.
He might have dropped about 16 or 18.
Yeah, he might have about 16 out there.
He don't. I don't think he can kind of cut and jive like but he's in really good shape for a man his age.
Yeah,
that jump shot don't go nowhere.
It don't go nowhere.
No.
And just the savvy and understanding the game.
He knows it.
You know, that don't go anywhere.
So just the only guy I let just come to me and tell me something off the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had the kids doing curls. No, you used to take the curl ball, you pass it around. Man, Daryl, no, they don't do it like that no more. That's what people had us doing. This is what you come. Next thing I know, my whole group with Jesse, they doing pull-ups. Right. So I got a lot of respect for him, you know.
That's who he is.
But and that's what people don't realize too. You know, me, Conrad, we came up in this area and we saw basketball from nothing to what it is now. How would say this? Jamar White. If they seen Jay Smooth should have been in the league. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's that good. Them teams that we saw, guys that we saw, all that stuff spurred from Coach Price and Ernie, and Jesse was in the gym. But see, Jesse wasn't the biggest voice then. It was Coach Price. Ernie walked out. Before you know it, we got AAU, and that's where it started off in St. It was Hinesville Middle School.
Yeah, Hinesville Middle School and on post at Cork and Gym.
Yeah, Cork and Gym.
Yeah.
And so we got to see the landscape of it come up, but now, I done moved on from that, but from seeing all of that, to now, after they get to play AAU, what do they do? Everybody's not Davion Mitchell, or Jordan McRae.
Right.
You got to have outlet. That's the basketball drive you crazy. My pastor told me one time the game called me to it. Like I said, I ain't playing basketball no more. I ain't the fool. Before I know it, I'm back out there coaching, hollering at somebody, kid. You done heard me say, man, I quit. And before you know it, you'll see somebody say something to me, or something go off in my head, and I'm out there coaching again. So I'll never be able to stop. My wife probably ready to body slam me, but I'll never be able to stop. But like I said, I want to make sure I say it again. Faith Baptist has really helped us out a great deal. Coach Chu and Pastor Sellers, and even all the people that have helped us out throughout. Even the guys that played for us in the past, the Stoves and Jacquez played a couple of games. Savon, even Money and Amari, all them guys that helped us out in the beginning. I really appreciate them helping us get to this point, and I want to thank the guys that played with us last year, helping us get to the Elite Eight.
Yeah. Great group of guys.
So recruiting, as far as recruiting the team, you got a core group right now. Recruiting, that's not. Do y'all have, like, let's say, open trials, or do y'all?
We
gonna have a trial probably in September.
Oh, okay.
But we right now we're gonna do open gym at Faith at 8:00 on Fridays. And then that's how we're gonna. I just want to sit in the gym and watch people come play, and maybe we can see a guy before we have the trial. When we have the trials, we probably looking for one or two things. Maybe just one. 'Cause I like what we got. And you ever notice when you play the game, you play 2K, and you add it to the chemistry be off a little bit when you add a guy to the team. I think we got a pretty good chemistry right now, so I don't want to add nothing to it unless it's something that just fit in there right. And like sometimes your team may not. I remember Ernie used to win with he was at the All-Star game. Oh man, I lost his name. His daddy coach with Faye. Bald head Dana. He had Dana and them on that team. That team didn't look like much because they wasn't very tall or nothing like that. But Ernie will go out there and win with that team. So I don't really care what I like. How we look. We don't got no 6'9", nothing like that. But I like what we have. You got guys that want to be there. We just want to add a piece or two. Maybe another ball handler, maybe a big, but. I ain't really pressed for that. If something come out there and really say, oh shoot, we gotta have him. But I got him partner too. He'll tell you, Daryl, we don't need it. Sometimes he's really good, but you don't need it. And that hurts you too, because the person can help you, but like we said,
might throw off the chemistry.
Yeah, throw off the chemistry. One bad apple will mess up everything. And we don't want you don't want a team like this to have a guy on there, everybody rolling with him. We want to roll with Georgia Bomber. So right now these guys with us, so we want to stay with those guys.
Yeah, so loyalty deserves loyalty.
Yes, right. Yes, sir.
I got you. That's good, man. So I mean, you got it in a different league right now. And everything in this league is, so you seeing a lot of positive things in this league right now. So I mean, what attracted you to the league? Yeah,
that and like I said earlier, if y'all talk to Brown, man, y'all gonna like him. And then when you own the team, you want to have a say. And in the NBA, they let you have a say. You can say, hey man, I don't like that. And he said, okay, y'all, let's vote on it. It won't be like, hey, we gonna do this. Like in the ABA, if you came 4 hours away, I gotta feed you. I gotta feed your team. So and you have to. You have to.
That's a financial burden.
Yeah. So you don't have to me, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. But you got crazy people. you want to give them your concession stand stuff. That stuff you already have, but
They don't overdo it.
I want to ask them. Man, this is what we have. This is what everybody else did. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know, so then you go back to them. Hey, ain't nothing in there. You might get a hot water sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So with this league, you can voice your opinion, and he's trying to implement things like we got a players association. This year, he said he hadn't said they hadn't unveiled it yet, but it's going to be where if they buy a jersey off the website from Georgia Bombers, the player gonna get $12. You know, the team will get $6, the league will get $2.
Yeah, so it's strong incentive.
So ain't nobody else ever pitched that to me, even if he don't get it all the way off the ground this year, but I believe he will, because really the manufacturer gonna make it. So you say that's $40 or whatever. The $40 goes through, they pay for it, you know, then you just disperse the money. And I found it to be trustworthy, because when we paid and we wanted to get out because of COVID, he sent me my money right back with no hesitation. So he ain't funny like that. So that stuff make you say, oh look, man, this is a place where I need to be. You know, it's gonna cost a little more to travel, but I want to go to Memphis and eat that red hot chicken. And there's a place where they deep fry whole hen.
Yeah.
See, if you was with me, Conrad, we would get real big.
Nah.
Yeah.
We sure will.
I'm going. I watch all those cooking shows, and I kept watching that. I said, yo, so we gonna eat this, and I got him. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go to sleep on me. We gonna go eat, and we gonna have a good time up there in Memphis and in Nashville. You know, we gonna have a good time. And then when we go to Miami, you know, I always went all around Miami, but I never went and stayed in Miami. I want to stay in Miami. We gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I really see that. The other thing you saw, I was on a conference call, and at the end of the conference call, he had a quick conference call, told everybody what he needed to tell them, because they want to do more things like working in the community and take a lot of pictures of it. And the guy said, after he said, okay, we done. He said, who you think gonna win this year? Brown said that, and everybody started arguing. And it became fun. My wife said, Daryl, y'all done with the conference call? I said, yeah, they was on here playing around. They start talking trash, and that stuff made me feel good. So it looked like it was some camaraderie. Even though a couple of guys' team ain't never won nothing, they were still able to talk, and everybody was having a good time, having fun. And that's what you want to be a part of. You want to be a part of that type of brotherhood. He
seems to be the type of owner that's doing some team building with his owners.
Yeah. He allowed, you know, because you allowed to say something. You know, you just don't got to go play, do what they say. You know, when they have the meeting, you can vote on it. I already suggested some things, and when we had the conference call, he said, please say it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you want to be at. You know, you want to, whatever you can do to make your league look even more professional, you want to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, man, be sure to provide us with some pictures and stuff, you know, different games and stuff, whatever you can, I'm saying, for us so that we can help you out. Because, like I said, you know, we provide the platform. So it's for it could be for the entire league if possible. You know? Okay, we'll do that.
We definitely gonna get you when we start ramping up on our charity stuff. We already started a little bit with this organization Savannah called TIP. They help at-risk youth, so we out there every other Saturday in Savannah, just playing kickball, giving nuggets about life and stuff out there. Yeah. So we're gonna start taking pictures. We'll send you some, but we trying to get, like you said, we want to be this team. Yeah. So we can start doing stuff around here a little bit more. Get some of the players join us things. You know, just to make sure that you get the name out there in the positive light. Like, they play basketball.
Yeah,
we play basketball. We doing school bags. Yeah. You know, we giving our food to them. We go try to do some of all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be a real
organization. Exactly right. That's the right words.
That's great.
Shout out to Angela Brantley for her tip on that.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Because on our home jerseys, that's the.
We got that's what that lightning bolt is. That's
okay. Yeah. Got you. That's what's up, man. So I mean, hey, so y'all are fully submerged in the idea of what an organization is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And so the only step now is just building.
Yeah. Do the work.
Got to do the work.
Boots on ground time now.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome, bro. I'm glad to see that, man. Cause like I say, I know when you was there and you was struggling, you was talking about, man. I don't know if I want to do this no more, man.
Yeah, we had that them green uniform, the gold with the letters on. It's hard, cause those guys are grown. Always don't want to hear what you have to say. But I think also we got to provide this to my dad was disabled all my life. So what I did, I learned stuff from other men. Not that my dad didn't teach me anything.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I would be myself, and I always say that to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
But like a guy named Mr. Willie, when I was watching this at Cracker Barrel, he said I put full coverage on all my cars. So I have to start grabbing things from other men.
Mm-hmm.
So and because I'm older, don't mean I can't learn nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the younger guys, younger men, we have something to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And say, look, man, this. I told the young man, I said, look, you don't really want to do this retail life. Now, I done did that. You might want to go to school, get your trade, do something else. We want to also help these guys be real men.
Yeah.
You know, and I want them to see me with my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to do it the norm or how people doing it right now. Watch me live my life. We having fun now, but look, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to conduct yourself like a man. Because if it start with me being a man and you being a good man, Tone and Carlos being a good man, it's just us and all the boys' pants fall off from acting crazy. You know, you see how our world going now. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to show them this is what a man is, not that hip hop thing that you see all the time. And I think that was hard for us in the beginning too, because we talk different. You know what I'm saying? The language that the younger man talk is different.
Yeah, I told one of the guys, yes sir, one time. He looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah,
It's a sign of respect, my brother.
It's
You
a
know?
sign of respect.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody don't understand that, you know, as adults, we all deserve some type
We
of...
want to help them, because they help me. They keep me up. I like going in that gym, fooling up with them. I want to see what Rico gonna say when he get in there. I want to see Malik walking and smiling. He want to got a smile all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I will see what he talking about today. You know what I'm saying? That like how we came up. We wanted to hear what Ricky Gillett was talking about. You know, so we can let Ernie. Ernie got something for us every time. You know, I want to provide that, and we kept them young.
Yeah.
And then, but we also learned from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, learned a lot.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. So I mean, we get into the conclusion of the interview. Is there anything that you want, like any player, any potential fan, anybody that just want any information about the Georgia Bombers to know? Like you want anybody? You touched on that y'all have open gym every Friday.
Every Friday.
I said that's so every Friday that's open to any player that want to participate or just show their talent.
No charge.
They can come in. Far as fans, your price to come in is between $7 and $10.
We're probably gonna stick with $7.
$7. Okay, so and the game on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
And usually in the evenings.
Usually in the evening. Only time we
2 and 4.
Only time we might go a little early is because try to be respectful for the other team. If they're gonna travel back, we'll communicate early. But the teams we playing this year, they're gonna stay, I believe. Yeah. So
you got more local teams.
So if they stay, you know, our game probably start around 5. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody's trying to leave, you know, they got to turn and burn on us. We try to do it around 2 or 3. But we kind of want to push it a little bit further to the evening. I want to make sure people can get off and come.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So far as the schedule, how can like the potential fans get the schedule so they can make their mind up on?
He's locking down. He want to secure and make sure on this one more team. So I really believe I have my schedule by next Saturday. So as soon as I get it, I can share it to you, and then also be on our Facebook and our Instagram and on my personal Facebook. And, you know, if I'm sharing it, you know, Carlos better than Bless will be sharing it.
Okay, bet. And so that everybody know, y'all are participating in
The Maximum Basketball League,
community event,
TIP organization
in Savannah, Georgia. So if they want to be a part of that,
they have Instagram and Facebook. Just search TIP.
And then see y'all out there as well. They get to interact with y'all players and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we come to the conclusion, man.
I thank you, man.
Hey, I love what y'all doing, man. For real.
Thank you.
And they can catch y'all on Instagram and Facebook, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Georgia Bombers.
And we have a YouTube channel, Georgia Bombers on YouTube.
Georgia Bombers on YouTube. So, hey, man, y'all make sure y'all catch those games on YouTube. Georgia Bombers, man. This is my boy Daryl West. This is my boy Hold on now. I'm about to say your last name wrong again. Carlos Button.
Yeah.
I always want to call you. I've been wanting to call you Wes like forever.
Hey,
man.
that's how you feel.
That's what his name was.
That's how you feel. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, because the button throwing me off, but it's all good, man.
It's all good.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, this is Conrad, man. Like I said, my girl London B is on vacation. Well, she's floating around somewhere. She off vacation. You know what I'm saying? My boy Tone always lurking in the back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's how we do, man, and we out. MicCheckM.I.A Sports. Check the link at the bottom.
Like and subscribe.
Please do, and tell us what we can do to improve the show. You got a question for Georgia Bombers? Let us know. We'll communicate. Anybody want to try out, whatever, step out there, communicate with us. We'll get you all the information you need. All right, until next time. Peace.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Oh, yeah.